Out with Bob, who is the lead designer for this amazing game, Shadow of Mordor. We are going in between The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings for some war adventures. Now, there's a lot of differences between this game than a lot of the other games that we're seeing. What are some of these differences?
Well, the main thing we're focused on at E3 is the Nemesis system, which is our kind of key innovation we're trying to bring to the genre.
When you say Nemesis system, you have to say Nemesis. You have to be more like, he.
Okay, yeah. Let me try again. Yeah. The key innovation we're bringing to the genre is the Nemesis system.
Really?
So this basically changes the relationship you're going to have with enemies in the world. In every other game, you got a million generic grunts, cannon fodder guys. But in our game, time's always moving forward. You're not rewinding and starting from a checkpoint. So these guys have the ability to kind of build a history and a relationship with you. And they'll remember if they killed you, that might be the start of their career. They move up, become a captain. You start to learn where they live, their strengths and weaknesses. You can hunt them back down and get revenge on the guy that murdered you. And they can survive longer and grow up and become even one of the bigger bosses in the game if they manage to keep it together long enough.
No, we're just talking about Maude. This is an actual place. One just simply not walk into Maude. My name's Maude. Now, the fact that I haven't been Maude this entire time is a big waste, right?
It's a huge waste.
So I will only be referred to as Maude from now on, if that's okay.
That's better than okay.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Now that we can continue with this one. So we're building the relationships with our enemies. We're trying to bring them down. We can do different ways of doing this. So we can bring down their minions and make them more vulnerable, or we can just straight out attack them, right?
Exactly, and you can also bend them to your will. Again, the nature of power in Mordor, in Tolkien, is that you bend enemies to your will. Boromir, the Council of Elrond, he said it would be madness not to use the power of the enemy against him. That's what you're doing. You can take
you work for me now.
Exactly. You get into their minds, you make them your minion, and now you build your own army, and you can be sneaky about it too. You get a war chief who's got a bunch of bodyguards. You make them all yours. When he comes out, he thinks he's a badass.
And they all turn on him?
Yeah, exactly.
When can we play it?
It's coming out on October 7th on PS4, Xbox One, PS3, 360, and PC.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Get over here!
If there's one trailer that everyone's talking about this E3, it is the X-ray-fying, new word, trailer for Mortal Kombat X/10. And I've got Steve, who is the art director for NetherRealms, to talk to us about the fatalities. This is the best part about Mortal Kombat. Not only is it the characters, but it's their special moves. But did you have like a little bit too much fun on this one?
It's crazy fun. We, especially with next-gen tech, you can do anything. Like before we had a lot of limitations, now we just go in a room and a bunch of guys just think of something cool and what would be cool? Let's cut a guy's face off. Yeah, let's do that. And just all the nuances that go with it, you can't ask for much more in your job than to hang out and do that. Yeah.
I want to know off the top of your head, how many broken spines are there out there?
You'll have to find out in the final game, but yeah, there's a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
It's amazing that the players can come back from that, but...
Yeah. I know, it's like I stabbed you in the face, then I broke your neck, and then I punched out your teeth, and you just get up and dust it off?
Just a flesh wound, just a flesh wound.
I can keep going. Have you got a particular favorite?
Yes, I really like Devorah's. She has like this bug, that shoot out of her and
Swarm of bees.
And she has like these cool stingers that go through the back of your head and come out your mouth, and it's pretty nasty.
I'm not gonna lie, when I played the game, I had a bit of a dry retch fest. I was like, ugh. You really get in there. Is that the kind of impact you're wanting to make on gamers?
It's in the past the technology wasn't as photoreal as we have it now, so all the fatalities and X-rays were always kind of tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
But now we definitely went into a new era where it's like a good balance of gore and humor. You kind of have to laugh at it, but
I'm laughing through the tears and the vomit.
Through the tears.
And I've got to ask, what is your favorite quote from the Mortal Kombat movie?
Oh my God.
Your soul is mine.
Actually, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. I'll go with that.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for the chat.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.
There is no savior. No more hope. No more Batman.
Batman Arkham Knight. Yes, this is a game that we all love. And when the announcement came out, we were like, when can we get it? Well, Guy here is going to tell me all about it. When can we get this game?
So the game is coming out in 2015 on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC.
Right, so we're only going next gen, well, like current gen, I guess.
Yeah, so new gen.
Yeah,
Is
new
that-
gen?
New gen, new gen.
Yes,
yeah.
do that. Okay.
So we're new gen only. So it's a conscious decision from the team right from the get-go that we wanted to do the game justice. We're bringing in the Batmobile, which is totally badass.
Can we just talk about the Batmobile? That thing is sexy. I love the wheels. The maneuverability is just incredible. And the fact that I can say maneuverability kind of without faltering is also impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Well done. So better than me actually. But the Batmobile has two modes. We have battle mode and pursuit mode. Battle mode is something we've unveiled here at E3.
I played it.
Nice. You
It's like
it?
yeah.
Yeah, it kind of transforms from one thing into another.
Yeah.
And the battle mode allows Batman to engage with the Arkham Knight's militia forces. So the Arkham Knight comes with a whole army. He's got soldiers, he's got unmanned drone tanks, he's got unmanned air units. So Batman needs to be able to counter that, and the Batmobile allows him to do that.
And he doesn't have to be in it.
Exactly. You have a remote control, so you can remote the Batmobile in from anywhere you are, control it remotely. You can use all of the gadgets and weapons on board remotely. So it's this synchronous man and machine kind of experience, which is awesome.
Okay, so this particular Batman, this is after Arkham City, so we're not going back to the original story. We're kind of where we left off with the original sort of trilogy,
Yeah,
I
that's
guess,
right,
the
yeah.
third now. So what's happening now? What's Gotham up to?
So this game is set about 11 months after the events of Arkham City. So
He's looking a little old.
Yeah, he's looking.
He's had a hard year.
He's been a busy boy. We had Protocol 10, that kind of was a bit of a downer.
That's enough to age anyone.
So we've had that incident. Joker died. He's gone.
Spoiler alert.
So sorry.
I'm going to tell you who dies in Game of Thrones if you keep that up.
So Joker died in Arkham City. That power vacuum has been filled by Scarecrow. He's back. We left him out of Arkham City so that we could bring him back as the kind of the big bad.
He looks really scary.
He's awesome, right? He's awesome. Like his lips.
Yeah, I know. It's like you get a little something, something. Never mind. You're good. It is all about the enemies. Who else have we got? You said Scarecrow. We've got the Dark Knight army. Is there any kind of Easter eggs in there? There's so many great villains.
There are so many great rogues in the Batman universe. We've confirmed that we have Two-Face and Penguin are back. The Riddler is back. We've got Scarecrow. We've got the Arkham Knight.
Whatever happened to Puddin'?
That's where we're at the moment. Stay tuned.
That I can do. Harley Quinn, I'm coming for you, baby. Thank you so much for the chat.
No worries. Thanks so much.
2015, guys, that's when we can get that one on new gen only. Why do I want to say now gen?
It probably is now, Jen.
Now gen is our gen. By the way, Jon Snow dies. No, I'm kidding.
Does he?
I don't know.